Korea, a nation of railroads. KR is making its dreams come true for the future of the Korean rail industry with changes and innovation. For the past 100 years, the Korean rail has been running through the modern history of the nation. In the past, rail construction and operation of rail business were carried out by one single organization. This way of doing business gave birth to a variety of maladies, such as idle management and financial deficits, which in turn led to dry up of new investments, kicking the whole rail industry into a quagmire. The year of 2004 was a turning point in the history of the Korean rail. That year, the Rail Industry Restructuring Initiative was announced, which mandated split of rail construction and operations. This policy rendered a new opportunity of prosperity to KR. It helped rekindle the spirit of hopes among rail construction people. The KR men worked hard, even if their works were not much recognized, and finally they saw investments start to grow, 232%. However, after all that, there are still many challenges ahead. As a matter of fact, rail does not carry people and cargo enough compared with other means of transportation. Operational deficits are still unresolved. The rail systems are too high in cost and too low in efficiency. Many people say that now is the time for the Korean rail to change itself again as it did in the past. They say now is the time that it should give up its 113-year-old monopoly and face new challenges ahead. So, KR is running. It is running to build a healthier and stronger rail industry for the nation. Korea, the fourth nation in the world to build the high-speed rail. The high-speed rail has changed the picture of transportation in Korea completely. It now connects people anywhere in Korea within 90 minutes. Traditional rail completes rail connections on a regional level. Intercity rail carries people to work. KR is there where people needs rail. It works with innovation. It works for the convenience of the people. It works to achieve higher qualities with lower costs. Inline selection, design, site survey, land purchase, and project management. It works with test-proven systems. KR means new technologies. It means new ways of working. It means new ways of thinking. Simply, KR means a new era of the Korean rail industry. Against all odds. KR has successfully developed new technologies to save costs and time. However, nothing is more important to KR than safety. No construction sites in Korea compete with KR in terms of low accident rates. KR's goal is to go below 0.05% in the accident rate. Whatever it is working on, electricity, signal, and communications, KR puts its highest priority on safety. This is why it is loved and respected by the people. While conventional rail construction projects are funded 100% by the government, high-speed rail projects are funded 40% by the government and 60% by KR. This investment by KR is later covered by the operational party. That is how it works. However, as the operational party suffered financial deficits, unable to pay back, KR had to face snowballing debts on its own in 2011. KR pooled wisdom to find a solution. It scaled down sizes and rearranged layouts to maximize benefits to the users. It adopted economic designs to save costs. And at last, its efforts began to bear fruits. KR could write off the debts, sending its credit rating up to the level of the nation, which is the highest among public corporations in Korea. In addition, it could score high marks in the governmental evaluation of operational transparency, winning one of the most honorable awards in the customer satisfaction category. KR has always sought win-win between environment protection and development. By introducing a conflict management system based on past experiences, and by implementing environmental policies optimized for each of the stages, KR is achieving its goal of building eco-friendly rail networks. KR represents equal opportunities and fair competition at work. It is fulfilling its social responsibilities as a public corporation by sharing its professional resources and capabilities. Wherever KR goes, it helps people meet with people and minds with minds. For example, the rail stations represent a symbol of sharing with the local community. Development of station areas, redevelopment of closed railroads, building of housings for the underprivileged, and other creative ideas for the local economies are some of the examples that show KR's efforts for the community. KR is sharing hopes with people for win-win. KR's vision does not stop within Korea. It is concentrating its forces on realizing its dream to become a rail industry leader in this time of a rail renaissance era. It's an ambition within reach. In order to make its Vision 2020 a reality, it is striving to build environmental-friendly rail networks across the nation, making its management transparent, put technologies and human talents before anything else as growth engines, and most of all, take care of customers' needs as always. KR leads the future of the Korean rail industry. It is taking another vibrant step forward for a bigger world and a bigger future. A fast, safe, and easy rail that we dream of. KR is making our dream come true.